And everyone's contributing to the challenge.
Hell yeah.
Hello, guys. The horror game challenge.
Make sure everybody is contributing.
You guys can hear everyone, but you can't see everyone yet because we haven't introduced them. But, hi guys. Real quick, we have our challenge points. You can give people advantage, a reroll, or a health potion by clicking on your channel points and giving those to whom you deem worthy. We're gonna probably get started right away. We were working with our alerts on here so that I couldn't hear them, but I think you can. So we're gonna see what happens. Alert something. Let's see if
Chuck
it works.
your host and see what happens.
Because I can hear it. Maybe I can hear it when you guys can't. I don't know. You hear Evil? That's good. I don't see any host.
No alert.
Oh, good. So it's just me hearing stuff. Cool beans. All right. Everyone's excited to get started or terrified, one or the other. So let's dig right in. And is that ad hoc where you see a goblin?
There's a little person making a helmet.
I thought you meant the little black cat. That might be his teddy bear. All right. Let's get started. We've got our Sirenscapes. And we will begin our adventure. Nestled in the rocky foothills of the snow-capped Sword Mountains is the mining town of Phandalin, which consists of 40 or 50 simple log buildings. Crumbling stone ruins surround the newer houses and shops, showing how this must have been a much larger town in centuries past. Phandalin's residents are quiet, hard-working folk who came from distant cities to eke out a life amid the harsh wilderness. They're farmers, stonecutters, blacksmiths, traders, prospectors, and children. The town has no walls and no garrison, but most of the adults keep weapons within easy reach in case the need for arms should arise. Visitors are welcome here, particularly if they have coin to spend and news to share. The Stonehill Inn at the center of town offers modest lodging and meals, and a couple doors down from the inn is the Townmaster's Hall with a job board for adventurers. Now, Phandalin is sometimes just a passing stop for travelers, and today it seems that there are a few more passing through these parts. An invitation was given to a wedding that's supposed to take place here in a few minutes' time. As we see villagers saying good morning and walking into the market, going about their day to day, there's a dwarven gentleman observing the passers-by. Gilfin, would you describe your character?
Gilfin is a
dwarven
race.
of race. Stan is tall for a dwarf, though, about 4'9". He's not as stout as the average dwarf.
More lean.
But you can tell by looking at his arms that he's still relatively muscular, as most dwarves are. He has a very long grey beard, braids running down either side, runs down to about his waist. He's wearing not shabby robes, but robes that are very well worn. You cannot see his hair. Underneath his robes, his hood is up. Strapped across his back is a quarterstaff. He's wearing simple foot wraps, and that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it.
And as Gilfin is sitting there taking in the sights, taking in the people that are going by, we see across town from the street where Gilfin is right here is Barton's Provisions. There's a shop with supplies and goods that are showing in the window, luring new adventurers to purchase. But a young Leonin stops as she looks at her reflection in the window. Zenora, can you describe what you look like for us?
Well, she's got flowing golden hair, braids behind each ear. She's got a hood up, and just casually looking at herself. She's got a quarterstaff and a scimitar on her back. She's got eyes got golden, flecks of purple in them, and she's just casually looking.
Zenora, can you make a nature check real quick for me? Tell me what you get. 20.
Natural 20.
Oh my God.
Nat 20.
First roll of the night. Nat 20, guys.
What was Zenora's race?
Leonin. With a nat 20, the air starts to feel thick to you. It's almost like there's a charge in the air, and knowing what you know of nature, it smells subtly like a storm would be coming in, but it doesn't seem natural because the weather doesn't look like it's stormy. And as Nora is observing this and looking at her reflection, deep in thought about what she's sensing, she's passing a man as he bumps into her shoulder. He is walking with a purpose through the center of town here into where the notice board is. And Ema, what is it that you look like for us?
Ema, human male, short brown hair, but at the back is a yellow spot. Code to ragged, pants are far too short, bare feet. He's got two swords on his back, bow on his hand, and that's about it.
Right. And I don't know if the echo, Trashy, because I don't hear an echo on my thingy. So
Just make sure you've got all sources muted.
So I don't think it's me. But as Ema is standing at the notice board, you can see on the map there's a beautiful archway in the middle of town that says welcome. Oh, you got the echo from Evil? That it says welcome to Fandolin. And as someone is coming up under the sign, it looks like a large hulking presence as Radalak comes with a small invitation in his hand. Radalak, what do people see when they look at you?
So Radalak is rather large, Minotaur, dark brown, covering it's a bit uncomfortable in his own skin. He's wearing sort of ragged looking shorts, very luxurious vest, white, and that's about it. He's got what looks like from the edges of his large range, trying to hide, doing a very good job.
pretty good.
Yeah. You're getting major resources from all the sources.
Let's see here what we got. I have turned off everybody. So I went into my advanced audio properties, right? And I've got everyone's name listed. Do I have to unclick any of the check marks for them?
Uncheck all the check marks
All muted and hidden. So let's see if
if you uncheck them,
they will mute, hopefully. Alright, everyone's unchecked. People
testing
talk.
1 2.
Everybody sound better?
There you go. Sorted.
We all did it. We did it. Sound. It's always a sound thing, isn't it?
Hey, better to get it out of the way now than
so
have it run and not figure it out.
All right. So as Radalak is standing there with his vest, which I love, each of you are going about your business, probably wondering why you're here most likely. And aside from what Zenora is noticing, the birds are singing, the sun is shining. It's actually a beautiful day for a wedding. You hear the sound of a very large bell start to toll, perhaps signaling the start of the very event you've come here for. But at the third toll, it stops. Silence. No birds. No wind. And then a light thrumming noise. If you look down, your hands, your skin has a glow of violet with tiny star-like lights, almost like a galaxy cluster is showing on your skin. I'd like everyone to make an active perception roll, please, and tell me what you get.
17.
21.
You guys are rolling great tonight. Ema?
What's an active perception roll?
Roll for
Just
perception, not your passive perception.
What was that? Just perception?
Yep.
16.
Very good. Radalak?
6. Too nervous.
Everyone except Radalak. Radalak's looking at his skin and this invitation. Everyone else, you look up and around you, everything is frozen in time. Everything except the four of you. If you look at one another, you all have this glow, but you're the only ones not affected by the freeze. And then a whisper, bigger than all of you, seeming to be bigger than the town itself, says, "Work together, help one another." And the glow fades, and time resumes, as if you've blinked and it never happened. Now, with Radalak's perception, he's holding the invitation when he came in. You look down, and your invitation is now a job slip. But you aren't anywhere near that quest board. And now over to all of you. What do you guys think you would be doing next?
Gilfin would probably stroll up to the closest person to him. Who would that be?
That would
The one,
probably
like, out of
be
the
the
group.
Leonin across the street from you.
He'd walk with purpose directly up to this person. Look up. I'm assuming she's a lot taller than he is.
7
So
foot.
definitely he'd be looking up and say, "Hey, lass, did you hear that voice too?"
voice. Yes. You?
Yes, very, very strange. Wonder if anyone else heard it. We were all glowing blue. Never seen that before.
Blue. Interesting.
Maybe we should talk to the others, find out if they heard that too.
Okay.
Oh, sorry. Forgive me. My name is Gilfin. Gilfin Donhammer.
Hello, Gilfin. I am Zenora.
Pleasure to meet you. Shall we find out what these others heard?
Yeah, I saw the big beast over there. He was glowing blue.
Blue, purple, something like that. It was very strange.
Yeah.
But yes, I approached you because he seems a bit like he's confused. Maybe didn't know what he was doing.
Maybe we should find out.
After you.
And I'll start walking over to the Minotaur.
Gilfin will follow.
As you both walk over towards Radalac, and you haven't seen that anyone was frozen in time, but you do see that your invitation has now changed. As you look up, you see this Leonin and this dwarf approaching you. What is it you want to do?
Not very familiar with paper. Does it usually change like this?
Are you asking them, or are you talking to you?
Just talking to himself.
Would we have been close enough to hear it?
Roll, I would say roll perception to see if you saw him either mouthing the words or talking to himself. I imagine you guys are walking at a steady pace. 9.
15.
Zenora knows that he's speaking. I think that Gilfin's probably still kind of wondering what just happened. So, Zenora, you heard.
Change?
Well, 1 minute ago it was an invitation to a wedding for people I don't know, and now it's this, and he sort of hands it to Zenora.
And Zenora, you see this quest laid before you, which Ema, you are probably not there yet. You're still at the notice board. What once was 3 quests on the board is now just this one for you as well. So all you see, Ema, is this on the board as Zenora, you're reading this from Radalac's paper. Ema, what would you be doing? Noticing that you were one of the 4 frozen.
Ema will have seen her hands. Fuck. See his hands, God.
Emilia.
So used to playing a girl.
Gonna see his hands were glowing blue and be really excited, run to a window, looking at the window and and disappointment. And he's gonna pull out his piece of paper and read that, I guess.
You're gonna read out your invitation. Your invitation has done the same thing. It's turned into this quest. And Zenora, as you read it, I don't know if you'd associate it with the invitation you received or not. That's up to you on what you want to do with that.
You're muted, Rena.
Oh. Are you muted? But I did hear you in the background. Something about...
Radalac turned around and said that that it was the invitation to a wedding, and she would have realized and would have put it up and put it to see if it's the same.
Yes, and as you grab yours, you realize yours is the same quest too. So,
seeing that, Gilfin would pull out his invitation to compare.
Yeah, so all 3 of you and Ema as well over by the board, which isn't too far away from you guys. So you probably, if you've already had high perceptions, would have noticed, because you're standing here now with Radalac and the job board's right here. So
my first perception would have noticed Ema as well.
So you're all holding pieces of paper.
So with that knowledge, Gilfin's actually going to call out to Ema. Oh yeah! Why don't you join us over here? You look like you were turning blue like the rest of us. See if we can figure this out.
Do you walk over?
And Ema walks over. Sort of, there's a confused look on his face, as if he's not entirely sure what he had read the first time. Like, as a person who hasn't read stuff in a long time.
Yeah.
Doesn't look like someone who does a lot of reading.
So Ema's probably most likely looking at it and squinting very hard, and from your guys' understanding of what you see of him, he's kind of really straining.
You having a hard time seeing? Do you want me to read it?
If you could, I'm pretty sure it said something different before, but I'm not sure. I don't remember.
And I look at it and it's the same thing.
Yeah.
So, and then I'll tell him what it says.
Yeah. So for chat, and since it's up, a clan of reclusive rock gnomes resides in a small network of caves in the mountains to the southeast. The gnomes of Gnomengard are known for their magical inventions. They might have something with which to defeat the dragon. Get whatever you can from them. If you bring back something useful and don't want to keep it for yourselves, Town Master Harbin Wester will pay you 50 gold piece for it. So, you've only buffered once. All right, well, maybe it's always the first episode that's always hinky, isn't it? We've got our sound done. It's not buffering for anybody, so maybe refresh again, magic. I don't know. All right. So, I imagine you guys coming in don't know anything about this dragon, and you probably aren't sure where Harbin Wester would be. So, there are signs. If we switch to our picture of Vandalina,
are there any city guard around? Town guard?
There is no garrison, and there's no walls around the town. But there is an inn with the tankard and the hanging sign right in front of you, over where it says Stonehill Inn. And there's probably a town master sign on the building. So you do have several signs and stores and people you can ask if you need some direction to go to.
I'll turn to the Minotaur and go, and what is your name, if you don't mind me asking?
Oh, sorry about that. Name's Radlac. How do you do?
Radlac. Okay. I am Zenora, and I point to...
And Gilfin bows quite deeply. Pleasure to make your acquaintance, sir. I am Gilfin Donhammer.
And Radlac bows awkwardly. He's like, hello.
And then I'll look to the human and go, and you?
My name is Ema.
Emma.
Ema with an I.
Greetings, Ema.
Emma. Right.
Howdy.
So, shall we try and find who? What was that man's name? Wester, something along that line.
Yep.
Harabin.
I know nothing about dragons, and I really don't think I want to meet a dragon, but it seems important, I guess, to at least talk to this man.
All right.
Probably.
So there are a lot of people passing by you as if nothing's happened in the world. You do see the Town Master's Hall. If you choose to walk that way or if you choose to ask around is up to you guys. What do you want to do?
I think Gilfin would definitely just walk up to the nearest person in the street and just, excuse me, would you happen to know where Harbin Wester's house is?
Oh, yeah, you just go right down that road, straight ahead there. And that town master's house closed, but his building is the blue roof. You can't miss it. And it's right at the end. So she's pointing down towards Harbin Wester's house.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. And she goes about her day. Kind of sidestepping Radelac because she's never seen anything so tall before. And the beautiful Zenora kind of just doesn't know what to make of it. So, do you guys choose to walk down to Harbin's house?
Before we go anywhere, Gilfin's going to turn and look at, sort of give both Zenora and Radelac a sideways sort of look. He's never seen a Minotaur or Leonid either. And he sort of has a confused, bemused look on his face. He says, "Forgive me, lass, but what are you? I've never seen your kind before."
I am a Leonin. We battled the gods. Have you not heard our story?
No, I have not. Very exotic.
Thank you.
And you, tall fellow, what are you?
What people would call Minotaur. I'm kind of like a big cow man. Don't get out much.
I think I've heard of your kind, maybe in my teachings, but I've never met one before. You're very tall, very very wide. I mean, I bet you can drink a lot.
Very low to the ground. It must be helpful sometimes.
Did you just call me short?
No.
I may be small of stature, but I'll smash your fucking kneecaps where you stand, lad.
I meant no offense.
Quite all right. I was only joking with you. But you must be able to drink an awful lot, being a big man like you are.
I'd like to find out.
I'll just take you up on that later. I think I'm gonna like you.
Zenora just looks from one to the other and says nothing.
Radlac's just got this big grin. He's like, friends.
Friends. So,
well, I guess we better go find this person and have a wee chat.
Yes. Lead the way.
So you're walking to Harbin Wester's. Who's going to be the brave soul that knocks on the door?
I say the one with the beard.
The bison beard or the dwarven beard?
Gilfin will look at Radelac and says, "How are you at knocking on doors, lad?"
Pretty good at knocking on doors. Not so great at talking.
How about you give it a wee knock and see if anyone's home?
And Radlac not really thinking about how to knock on a door, probably having never knocked on a door before, just knocks as hard as he can. Bang.
So let's roll a strength check to see how this door holds.
Gold, absolute gold.
18.
Oh God.
I think he just shattered the door.
This is a huge banging on the door, and you actually hear a bit of a crack go on it, and then you hear a kind of a little squeak, screamish kind of thing from behind it, and you hear this voice go, "Know that if you're a dragon, I'm far too thin and bony to make a good meal. Go away."
I don't know if there's any dragons out here, but we don't really eat people. We're here looking for a Mr. Wester.
Oh, And the door does not open the whole time. But I'm Harbin Wester. The jobs are on the board outside. It's not safe for me to come out.
It looks pretty safe from where I'm standing.
Not gonna risk it. You sound like you got a dragon fist, so... And you can tell he's real paranoid from this.
Well, we have this piece of paper with your name on it, and we really need to talk to you about what it says, and there's some talk of gold on this here piece of paper.
Oh. And it cracks open like just a little. And you see a eyeball, but he's very low down. And...
Oh, he's shorter than me.
Which paper's that? I put 3 out. Is this about dwarves or gnomes or Adabra?
I believe it's about gnomes.
Oh, yeah.
Here. And I'll pass it to him.
He slips it. And a little sliver goes through and door shuts. And then the door opens and the sliver goes back out. Yep, that's, we need some stuff to fight the dragon. There's one around these parts. And anything you can find. So Nomengard's filled with inventors. We need all the stuff we can get. I'll pay you for anything interesting you've got that can help.
I got this fellow. He might be able to help. You're going to pay me for him.
Did you get him from Nomengard? I don't know what to do with him.
Well, neither do I. I just met him, but he seems like he'd be a handy fellow in a fight.
Yeah, that's true. I suggest you probably take him with you, because it's pretty dangerous out there. The dragon has caused everything to move from its homelands down towards us. So
I've not seen any dragon. I've been here for about a week. Never seen a dragon.
Always here. Didn't you just hear that bang on the door?
That was him.
Oh.
Just pointing over my shoulder.
Yeah, sorry about that. How big are dragons? I don't think I've seen one either.
Well, this one he's kind of a baby. So he's about as big as an elephant or a giraffe or like one of those big animals. He's pretty big.
You want us to fight a baby?
That seems a bit extreme, don't you?
I can't fight a baby. Someone's got to fight it.
He turns around and looks at the other two. Is like, do you fight babies?
No. I don't know what babies really do.
Yeah, seems a bit extreme.
This baby
Fight a baby.
breathes ice and eats your kin.
So Nora will go, and I produce flame and go, so something like this would help.
And he slams the door shut.
I take that as a no.
I'll pay you for what you bring back, he says, real far away from the door like he's hiding.
How about you pay us some now, and then we'll bring more back.
I'll pay you to leave. And he slides 1 gold piece under the door. In the dust.
You cannot split 1 gold between 4 people. It doesn't split evenly.
Well, I guess you'll have to come back for the other 4. 3. He's a banker. He should know this.
He can't. Well, I guess that's that then.
Do you think I scared him?
A little bit. Just a little. I think maybe Radalak might have scared him more though.
Yeah, sorry.
Maybe knock a little gentler next time.
I will take that under advisement.
I don't know what a dragon is, but if they come around knocking on doors, then they must be awfully polite creatures.
I was thinking that. I was really thinking that. But a dragon baby, I don't know if I feel comfortable attacking babies. Doesn't seem right.
Not really.
And underneath the door slides a little map, but you might need this. And he slides a little map for you.
Thank you. Strange wee man.
Very strange.
So, on your map, while you guys are discussing, you are at Fandolin right there. And I will give you guys a copy of these in Skype. And Nomengard is right around here, 18 miles nestled in the caves of a waterfall. So it's going to take you about all...
It shows on the map these fastest.
Yeah. So it's going to take you, each hex is about 5 miles. It's going to take you about the rest of the day. You'll get there by dusk if you go.
So, are we doing this?
Well, I got nothing better to do. I mean, I was invited to this wedding. I don't know. I don't even know who the people were getting married. But I received this invitation, and then the strange voice and the blue and the stuff. And if you're up to it, I'm keen as mustard to go beat something up.
Why not?
I would have liked to have a drink first, but it is what it is.
If it's going to take us until dusk, should we not go and get some provisions?
Aye, I believe so. Maybe we spend the evening here and leave in the morning. Give us a full day.
Yeah.
I believe there was an inn not far from here. I'm a bit parched.
You want to see how much the bull can drink, right?
Aye.
Gotcha.
So you guys are wanting to go to the inn and then provisions during the morning, or did you guys want to just go straight to the inn?
Okay, I think I will look for general. We'll probably look for a general goods store.
Okay.
He's going to pick up the gold piece, by the way. And it says, we can split it, but I think I'll buy you a little drink with it. Maybe we'll see if how far that gets us. But if we need provisions, I've got about 10 days rations on me. I don't carry a lot. I only have a small bag. But if you need anything else before we depart, we should probably find a general goods store.
Maybe just to have a look.
Yeah.
Aye, definitely.
And Zenora, you remember, roll insight to see how well you remember. That
Insight? 13?
Oh, yeah. You remember the very window you were looking at your reflection in had the supplies and stuff for adventures in it, which is Barton's provisions up in the corner where you were.
So I'm not really familiar with this town. I've only recently arrived from the north. So do you know the way around?
Not much for towns. Only really just got here. So no, sorry.
The building that I was in front of was for adventurers.
Well, perhaps we start there.
Sounds like a good idea. And then I'll start walking.
All
I'll
right.
follow the line, lady.
Even Radalac, I'm assuming you're following behind. Yeah?
And as she's walking, she'll extinguish the flame that she has.
She's had it all the time, like sitting there. All right. So you guys head towards Barton's provisions. Now you see these two guys calling each other Anders and Thistles outside with this cart of supplies carrying it in. And as you open the door, the little store bell rings. And you guys walk in. I'm assuming it's Nora, then Gilfin, then probably Ema and Radalac behind. You see this short woman behind the counter, human, and she just gets wide-eyed seeing this miscellaneous group coming in, and she, I can't imagine, she's like, Bab, hun, get out here, look at this. Hi, Hi, welcome to the shop. We're here for all your adventuring needs. What can I get for you? We got some beef jerky. Oh, I am so sorry, sir. I didn't mean to offend you. We got some lawn clippings in the back. I can make a salad, you know. We got all kinds of stuff for you. What can I do for you today?
I'll take some of that beef jerky, love.
Oh, sure.
It's great stuff.
Yeah.
And he Gilfin turns, looks at Redlac and just winks. I don't think he knows what he is.
He doesn't.
I was wondering if you had any healing potions or informational books.
Oh, now healing.
Yes, right.
Okay.
Probably should have asked what all you guys can do, because I like to punch stuff and hit stuff with my staff. Not one for healing, no. I don't really have the capabilities. I mean, I could bandage you up in a scrape, but that would be about it.
I suppose I could heal you. I kind of like to blow things up a bit more.
And Gilfin turns and looks at Redlac and goes, "Never mind, I'm pretty sure you like to just hit stuff really, really hard." What about you, Emer, was it? What can you do, son?
I can heal stuff with my swords, except I'm not very good at it. It usually causes people to start bleeding.
Duly noted.
But in general, I have my bow.
All right. So yes, a healing potions would be a good idea, I think.
Yes.
Well, now we don't have that here, but Adabra Gwyn on the hill has that. I'm pretty sure Harbin had a quest for her, so you'll probably get that soon. But she charges a lot of money. She's pretty pricey. So
What's her name? Sorry.
Adabra Gwyn. She's the midwife and the herbalist here. Yeah. I have rations, arrows, stuff like that. You know, lamps for the trip. Well, Bob does. I'm not running the store. I'm just, yeah. But anyway, so.
And what was your name, love?
I'm Sue Barton.
Sue Barton. Well, a pleasure to make your acquaintance, boss.
Oh, sure. We get all kinds in here. Now, you were looking for supplies, and what else did you say? You want some gossip for town?
Information, just anything.
Oh, okay. Well, I have to make a roll for what gossip you guys get. So, I got all kinds of gossip. Let me think. What's the newest stuff today? Well, there's a hunting lodge over in Neverwinter Wood. So I wouldn't go there by yourselves until you get pretty good at it. But there's a guy named Falcon. He's the head ranger of Phandalin, some kind of hero. He was supposed to get married last week, but some girl just broke his heart in two. So he's out there. If you go out there, you need to take a bottle of wine, because he's just drowning in his sorrows, poor fella. But he can help you out with any quest that you might need. So, now, you're probably going somewhere specific today?
Well, not today. Tomorrow we're probably heading out towards Gnomengard, I think it's called.
Oh, that's some nice people down there. Yeah. So you tell them Sue says hi. Yeah. And Stonehill Inn, they'll hold you up for the night. It's 5 silver to stay and 1 silver a meal and drinks and stuff. So that's pretty good.
Thank you very much.
Sure. You come back anytime. I'll get you those line clippings. And she hands you a little bag, some grass and some leaves for you. in a little bundle with a little bow.
And Willem, weren't you getting jerky?
Oh yes, of course. Can I have 1 gold's worth of beef jerky for my friend?
All right, so give yourself some. I'm not sure about how many rations you get for gold, but I'm assuming it's a lot. I'm gonna say about 20, because it's a gold and it sounds like a lot here, so that should hold you up for quite a while.
Done.
All right.
And I'll walk over and go, "You're not gonna feed it to the Minotaur, are you?"
He just grins at you. A big toothy grin.
Okay. And she walks off.
And Sue's just waving. All right.
Right, time for a drink.
Sounds like a plan.
So you all head over to the Stonehill Inn, which, yes, Drax, I have a map for that. Yay, me.
Funnily enough.
But you're just going to see the paws on my foundry. So you head over to the Stonehill Inn. As you enter, you got the nice fire crackling. Toblin Stonehill, he's standing behind the bar, and he greets you and waves you to a table and says, "I'll be right with you." You pick wherever you guys want to sit, and he's going to come over and ask, "What can I get for you?" We have mead, ale, some fresh cheese from Butterskull Ranch. It's shaped like a skull. Anything.
I will take cheese, and can I also have a bottle of wine, unopened?
Oh, all right. Yes.
Good call, lass. Good call. I'll take a round of meat for everybody, if you will, please.
Sure thing. I'll get you that right off. And he goes off.
Might need a bigger cup for this lad here.
We have just the thing for all kinds. So, you guys sit down. He brings a round of meads. Mark, whoever's paying, Mark, about 2 gold, because he's going to hook you up for probably the rest of the night. Puts some bread, gets this skull-shaped thing of cheese, and starts shaving off of it. It's very odd looking, with some bread, and sets it in the middle for you. There you go. Anything I can get for you.
I don't even know if I want to try the skull cheese.
Can't be worse than bones.
Yeah, it's a bit weird, but it's kind of Butterskull Ranch's thing. It's like a tourist thing. He makes butter, cheese, everything out of skulls. It's, yeah.
I don't suppose you'd have any lettuce.
Yeah, I'll let us see. Well, I'll go back and see what I can get. So he goes,
lettuce, please.
Sure. So he goes back and he gets you a bowl full of fresh lettuce.
And
Gilfin just gives a real sideways looks to Ema. Raises an eyebrow.
And I'll put the bottle of wine in my bag.
Sorry.
You go.
Oh, what was the lettuce? Did you say how much?
What will the lettuce cost me?
You know what? No one ever asked me for lettuce. I'm probably got to get rid of it. So that's on the house.
Excellent, thank you.
Yeah.
He puts the plate in front of him, and with his hand on his knees, starts eating it directly from the plate.
Gilfin's just sitting back watching this in awe.
Yeah. Toblin raises an eyebrow and shakes his head and just goes back to polishing his glasses at the bar.
Radlac is confused by everything that's happened up to this point. He's like, he looks uncomfortable to be inside. It's like he wants to go back outside.
Zenora puts the wine in her bag and just kind of looks and takes a bit of the cheese and bread and just looks again.
After a little while, Gilfin watching Ema eat this lettuce. Just sort of doesn't worry about it. Grabs his mug of ale or mead, whatever it was, and basically raises his cup to everyone and just says, "Cheers to your health
and to yours." Thank you.
And sculls the entire thing in one go.
Sonora goes, cheers, and then places the mug back down, doesn't drink.
Radlac does what Gilfin does because he assumes that's what he's supposed to do. So.
Ema holds up his cup and sort of pulls the lettuce out of his mouth and puts it in the plate and says, "Cheers."
Okay.
How does Radlac take the mead or ale? Has he drunk before? Is the question.
No, Radlac has not drunk before, and he's just he's sort of rolling it around in his mouth. He's like, I don't know. Maybe I have to try some more.
Sonora hands her mead to him.
So, Toblin hears another round, and he gathers up some mugs, takes the old ones, fills them back up, and gives you some more. After this, if you have another, you'll probably need to make some con saves, I would think.
Sonora gave it to...
he will raise his cup and down the whole thing.
Radlac could do the same.
Ema will do the same, but it'll be a lot slower. He's like, well, this is some really weird tasting water.
And seeing that Sonora has handed off her cup, he will halve it between himself and Radlac and down that as well, just for good measure.
Yeah.
I just sit there eating cheese and bread.
How are you feeling there, lad? Enjoying yourself?
This is different. Thank you. Should I be feeling something?
All right, those of you that have partaken of the mead, make a con save. So, Ema, you're kind of nursing yours, aren't you? I got Susan.
She gave it. She didn't drink it all. She gave hers to us, basically.
No, Ema.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Ema.
So, Radalac and Gilfin make the con saves. What did you two get? What did you two get? I can't see my D&D beyond.
I got a 12. Radlock got a 25.
Oh!
Natural 20.
Nice.
Radalac, you might not have ever had this, but you just feel like you were meant to. So,
Ema got a 9.
Ema, you don't feel like you were meant to at all. This water is just funny, fermented, kind of like, you know, when lettuce goes bad, kind of that flavor. Oh, you're kind of getting a little gassy, bloated.
Gilfin's probably burping a lot at this point, I would imagine.
Yeah. And Sonora, you're fine. Toblin comes back and he's like, so you guys planning on staying the night? You guys look pretty relaxed. You want another round, or?
I think we are.
We're definitely staying the night. I think I think that'll be enough meat for me. I think we're going to be on an important journey tomorrow, so we're not doing too much.
Oh, yeah.
But we definitely need a room.
Adventurous.
Or 2, or 3, or 4.
So you going out to the tower, or you going somewhere else?
I'm going to visit Nomengard, I believe.
Oh, Nomengard, yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of gossip around here, so. Yeah, Nomengard's nice.
Have you been there?
We trade with the gnomes. They're rock gnomes, so they don't really like to get out, you know. They're kind of crazy, but
Yeah,
they're
I
good
can
trade.
relate.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, yeah, I forgot. Yeah, minor, yeah. Well, you know.
Yeah, I like to get out, but we like to be underground too. But
Tracks. All right. Well, I thought you guys were here for the lighthouse, but
what's with the lighthouse?
Oh well, I heard gossip about the lighthouse along the high road. You know, usually it used to guard ships away from the rocks, but lately it's got this weird glow about it, and it's been luring ships closer to crash. It's not for the inexperienced, so nobody really wants to go there when they first get here. But there's probably a ton of treasure to be found in those ships once you get your way around here. So, something to think about. I'll get your room.
I really can't swim, so it's probably not a good idea.
Yeah. Not a lot of people want to go. But I'll get you, I guess, separate rooms. We got some upstairs. I'll get you each a room saved. So that'll be 5 silver apiece for that. And mark that off if you're staying. And he gets your rooms ready. So if there's anything you guys want to talk about before you guys go to sleep or anything like that. Oh, then
no.
Nope. Then you're gonna go upstairs to your rooms. He's got a couple different ones, and settle in for the night. And as you're settling in, Radalak, Ema, and Zenora, I need you to roll me a nat 20. And I'll write down what you get.
5 silver drams.
Okay.
If Ema doesn't have it, I'll cover it.
Yeah. Zenora, what'd you get?
Just a straight roll?
Yep.
6.
Radalak, what'd you get?
12.
Not bad. Ema.
11.
All right. During the night, Zenora, you kind of are restless. This is your first time traveling with people. You're used to kind of traveling alone since all that's happened with you. And you're kind of thinking back on what people are doing back where you were. What would they be doing now? Kind of stuff. Kind of got you restless. You're a bit unsure of these people as you sleep. And Radalak, you got a 12. You're kind of thinking the same thing, but for different reasons. I hear beeping.
Skype chat.
Yeah. And you're thinking the same thing for different reasons. You're thinking about your past and about how someone said you need to get up and keep going on. And Ema, with an 11, you're thinking how weird that lettuce was, and you don't really ever want to order that stuff again from Stonehill Inn. That's not good. And you're also thinking about what people are doing back where you're from. What would they be doing right now? Kind of missing home. So, as you wake up in the morning, the good old coming down from the inn for breakfast scene.
Gilfin will be up before anybody else, and we'll head outside.
Yeah.
He has a ritual that he completes every single morning. Yep. He rises with the sun, and if anyone is watching or anyone does see, he will find a piece of ground somewhere where the sun will be seen as it rises, the first rays of the sun. He'll lay out a small brazier, if you will, just a small bowl, nothing flash, just a little bronze bowl, which he will top up with water, and he'll run through a symbol. He'll pull out a symbol that he wears around his neck that you won't be able to see because of his beard anyway, but he pulls it out and makes sure the sun's first rays hit that as well. He will drink of the waters and say a silent prayer before returning back to the inn.
And he does so. He completes, and he feels a sense of warmth, and like he has been heard and noticed. And as he comes in, who else is coming down first? Are y'all coming down together? You feel like you'd hear each other?
Sonora's sitting on her bed and just sitting quietly. She takes off her focus and from around her neck and looks at it and just says, I wasn't the first one to piss everyone off, and just puts it back on and then walks down.
Very good. Radlac? I imagine you're not hungover at all, Radlac. You're fine.
Is there a window in the room Radlac would be in?
Yes. I think every room except one has a window in it. So
he wouldn't have slept in the bed. He would have slept right under the window. Failing that, he would have gone and slept outside. And he'll come down and look for the others. I'm hoping they haven't left him.
So if you have slept under the window, you would have noticed or heard, or if you had slept outside, you'd know that Gilfin went out, did his morning rituals, and was back. So you probably would have followed down after he came in and saw him in Ema. Is there anything special you wanted to do when you get up?
Ema would have sort of half slept in the bed and half slept on the floor and sort of a bit confused of where he wanted to sleep. Not 100% sure on that one.
A bit restless.
Sort of like the floor was too hard and the bed was too soft, sort of thing. So a bit of getting up and moving during the night and eventually get up, sort of stretch out his limbs and go downstairs.
You guys are not well with bedding. All right.
Oh, Gilfin would have slept in the bed for sure. Softer the better.
So you guys come down. You probably have breakfast. Toblin's probably got coffees and smiling at you and sending people out to get your rooms cleaned up. And he probably would ask if you guys are planning to come back. Should I hold your rooms? He's saying, and keep them there for you when you get back. Or are you guys planning to?
We know that it's going to take.
It's going to take a day.
5 hours or so to get there, do whatever, and it's going to probably may even be possibly staying the night there. So
yeah.
I would probably say Vilcom would say, oh no, yeah, if you need to rent your room. We're not entirely sure when we'll be back.
All right then. You guys, good luck. Have a good one. Watch out for the roads. There's orcs and goblins and all kinds of stuff. So you probably knew that coming in. So
yeah, I've met a few orcs in my day.
Yeah.
Nothing I can't handle.
So he greets you. Anything you want to do before you start heading out?
Zenora would have grabbed like about 4 cups of coffee and kept downing it.
Gilfin would not have eaten or had coffee or anything. He would have just had the water in the morning.
All right. I don't know what a Minotaur would drink, but he's just handing everyone coffees just in case, Probably laid them out.
I'd like to try whatever was put in front of him.
Just to fit in the group,
Trying to look presentable. He's making sure he's not too messy.
Just water for Ema.
Alrighty. Water for Ema. Toblin kind of raises an eyebrow and doesn't think anything of it. And you guys get your gear. You're going to start on foot. I'm going to roll for weather. Because why not? It's a bit cloudy with a 4. That's my cloudy button. So it's a little overcast. Being a druid, Zenora would be keen and keep track of the weather. You know it's not going to rain. You don't need roll insight for that. So you stick to your map that you've been given. It's about 18 miles. And to get to Gnomengard. And with that, it might be a little early, but we're going to take a little break so I can get my Gnomengard map up and say hi to the chat and do what we got to do. So.
Oh, good. Sounds good to me.
Yeah.
So we'll
take coffee.
Yes. So we will take 5.
What's up, chat?
Oh, yeah. Thanks, chat. Hi, Magic. Hi, Error. Error's giving clips. I see. Hope you guys are liking the stream. And all the antics and shenanigans. We're going to go do our Be Right Back screen.
Clams.
Hi, clams. Hi. And we will be back to answer some questions and stuff. Yeah. There you go. Hello. We're still waiting on people's. And Sadiq, God, he's so lazy, isn't he? No. I appreciate Sadiq's patience. But me. You know what else I appreciate today? Coffee. Coffee's good. So, I hope you guys are liking it. Hi, Private Clams.
So
I
we
wrestle
can't
with
give
you.
ourselves advantage.
Oh, no.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, it doesn't work for your channel. I guess it doesn't work for mine.
I had to ask.
Yeah.
I got 60k points, so.
I know. Yeah. Don't forget, guys, the horror game challenge in the... we got 20 days left.
Spend your points.
Yeah, you guys can pool your channel points together to make me have nightmares for the rest of the month. So, that's always fun.
Nightmares make for good streams.
Can't I give myself advantage on someone else's stream? That would be up to that DM on that stream.
Hell no.
So, yeah. So I just thought I'd say hi to everybody, and I'm gonna go to my scenes. I'm not following the map from the modules Gnomengard. I'm doing a different one I found and stuck into Foundry because it's a lot easier for the group to follow. So we're gonna... But I'm not going to turn the fog of war on, so you guys don't cheat. All right. So, I still got Sue Barton's accent on. So, as you're going... No. Gotta get out of it. All right. So, as you guys head and you're traveling towards Gnomengard, it is a bit cloudy. I've made a roll as you leave with a 1. I've got to swing that over there. If you guys could remind me in chat, every time we leave or enter a place, I have to make a roll. And I always forget. So I'm going to roll ahead. Okay. On that. And we're going to go over here. That I do. Yes, Zeke, I do. Going to tuck that in there. And head over to our map. As you guys enter towards Gnomengard, you're heading in through the forest. And you hear the sounds of the running water. You know, Zenora, that there is a waterfall you can hear nearby, just from the rushing. And pretty soon, the closer you get, you're all going to start to hear it. And according to the map, from what you guys are going to see, I'm trying to find my stuff. You're going to follow the stream uphill to the base of the mountain, where waterfall erosion has carved out a natural concavity. The roaring waterfall creates a cloud of mist as it plunges into a shallow pool of water, within which rise 2 small islands covered with 2-foot-tall red, green, and purple mushrooms. So how tall are you, Gilfin? You're a little bit over 4 foot. So they're half the size. They come up to your waist. And several cave openings overlook from rocky ledges 20 to 30 feet above. The mountain blocks out any sunlight from reaching this place. And I'm going to show you guys, if I take off my slideshow, what you guys see. Thank you guys for the raid, by the way. So, I appreciate it. And the follows. Sirenscapes, yes. As you guys approach, you're going to see that this one's filled with red and green mushrooms. Really tall. You guys are over here. and this one's filled with purple. You see several ledges up here and a ramp leading up this way, and that's as far as you can see. You hear the rushing of the waterfall down here in this area. So you see one ramp, you see ledges.
Sonora would want to check out the mushrooms and see what they are.
So you want to walk across the waters to the mushrooms?
Yeah.
All right. So the water's moving, so I'm going to have to have you make a dexterity check to make sure you don't slip.
8.
Oh! You start to walk, and the rocks are a little bit slipperier than you thought, and you fall down and get just completely drenched in the water. But you're fine. You get up.
Oh, you alright, lad? Took a wee tumble.
Fine. And then she'll get up and try and walk again over.
How deep is the water?
It's not very deep. It's only about, it go up to, it's about as tall as a mushroom, so about 2 feet. So she fell down and got wet, but you're able to cross pretty well. So I'm going to put my siren skips on. I had to find it.
I would follow Zenora probably about 10 feet behind her, but very carefully, knowing the water's about waist deep on me.
Alrighty. So, go ahead, Relak.
Relak could be close behind Gilfin, worrying that he'll sink into the water, and be ready to grab him just in case.
So he's like, ready to catch you. Ema, are you following behind them? Or are you staying?
Sorry, where did you say that we came from?
So if you look on the map, you see where I'm hovering, this little ninja-looking guy?
Business. Ah, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, sorry. Sweet years.
So they're crossing right now about this way.
Oh, yeah. Em will follow.
All right.
When you're going across to the other side.
Yeah. Actually, Zenora's crossing to get to the mushrooms. And are you guys following Zenora, or are you guys crossing to the ramp?
I'm following Zenora.
Zenora? All right.
Trying to keep the group cohesion somewhat.
Are you trying to go to the island, or are you trying to go to the right-hand side?
They're trying to get to these mushrooms over here right now. So if you wanted to wait till they get to the ramp, you're fine.
Ema's going to stay where the person is, and she's going to sit there picking the grass and eating it.
Wow.
Roll insight if you want to see if you notice Ema eating the grass, because
more perception.
insight perception. Either way, whichever makes you guys comfortable. Passive is pretty low. Oh, Sonora definitely notices.
I don't think Gilfin would even notice at all. It was back to him.
He's watching where he's walking.
Redlac wouldn't care.
Yeah, he's watching Gilfin, so.
Gilfin's more worried about drowning than who's eating grass.
And I would be looking back since I fell and Gilfin so short, making sure that they don't fall themselves.
As you get to the first island of the green and the red mushrooms, do you touch them, or do you just want to have a look?
I want to look because I know that touching can sometimes cause issues.
The red ones are kind of got this sheen, like an oily sheen on them. And the green ones, you can tell when the wind blows, they kind of flake off a little bit. And they look kind of crumbly to the touch, if you were to touch them. And from your vantage point of about 15 feet away on the other one, the purple ones, they kind of smell from over. It's not a bad smell. It's kind of like your wine that you purchase kind of smell, like a fermented smell to you.
Interesting.
These are pretty big mushrooms, I must say.
Yeah, they're like as big as you are around as well, so they're pretty wide for their stalks. if you want to.
Would I have any knowledge from my readings of what these are?
I would say make a nature check.
12.
Your mentor has mentioned when he was teaching you that there are mushrooms that gnomes like to live kind of close to, and they use them for things. But you can't really remember what they're called and what they're really for. So you have heard of them.
The curious cat in me would probably touch the one that's crumbling. The green one.
All right. As you touch it, it kind of just flakes off a little. But your skin's fine. Nothing really happens. No dust or spores or anything. That's all on that one. So, do you want to pick them or you want to leave them alone? Or what do you want to do?
She would pick one.
Green, red, or purple? What do you think?
Green, because it didn't hurt her.
Okay. You pick it. It's got that lovely mushroom noise. It crumbles a little bit, but it stays intact. It's pretty large, though. So, as you guys see...
What's she going to do with that, lass? That is huge.
I don't know. It seems like a good idea to maybe offer it to the gnomes.
Good work.
Yeah.
I had a bad mushroom experience once. None for me, thanks.
I've never tried a mushroom, to be honest. I'm not really a vegetarian type. As he pulls out a piece of jerky and starts chewing on it.
To be fair, neither am I. And she'll put it in her pack and won't touch the other ones.
Yeah.
She's not gonna tempt fate.
So I imagine you take just a piece of it because it's pretty big. It's almost as big as Gilfin. So you probably take a nice big chunk that would fit in your pack, and it's kind of crumbling as you're putting it in, but it's okay. It doesn't seem to hurt you. You don't want to pick any other ones, do you?
No.
All right. And you guys don't seem like you want to pick any mushrooms, so
definitely not.
Ema's still sitting over there watching you guys picking the grass. Do you want to head for the ramps, or do you want to look at the ledges? They've got some.
So the ramps is.
It's a ledge here, yeah. Waterfall.
God, yeah.
Yeah, and there's a rope bridge across this, but it's about 30 feet up. So it's not really able to be reached. Your ramp seems to be your best bet. Or you could climb.
Yeah, I guess that ramp over there is where we're supposed to be going.
Okay. I'm like, yeah, let's take the ramp. By the way, that Emma's a little unusual. They were eating grass.
Gilfin just raises another eyebrow and sort of looks around at himself, at Redlac, and at Zenora and goes, "Well, to be quite frank, I think we're all a bit weird in our own way.
Just never seen a human eat grass.
I've never understood humans myself. They're always strange beings anyway. They cannot see in the dark. They don't live very long. Strange creatures."
So they're not right.
Yeah, they're okay.
Radlac's gonna turn around and look at Ema, and he's like, weird fella, you gonna come with us? There's grass over here too.
Ema will cross across to the ramp side. and start picking the grass and stuffing it into his pocket.
You guys head over to him.
Is that grass really quite tasty? I've never tried it myself.
You should. It's much better than lettuce.
Well, I don't know about that. I think I'll stick to my jerky. Thank you.
We only eat grass if we're sick.
Bradlack's gonna try some grass.
Radlac tries the grass. And what does Radlac think of the grass? I imagine your teeth are made for grass, so.
It's like, I don't know why he likes it so much, but it's not that bad, really.
And you do remember your little lawn clippings in a bow that you have still in your pack, too, so.
They pack them to go, too.
Awesome.
All right, I'm using Zenora since I think she does have the most dark vision. She's going to meet over here with you guys. Are you all choosing to go in together? And because it's kind of a narrow cave, probably get a marching order from you guys.
Gilfin will just follow Zenora.
Yeah. Zenora's probably got the keenest eyesight. Would Emma or Radlac be following behind?
Emma will probably watch them go up the ramp and just start grabbing a few more handfuls of grass and then chasing to catch up.
Okay. So Radlac and then Emma behind that. So as you guys go up this ramp, you'll notice there's a long hallway in. I'm going to go to here. The sounds are pretty low in this cave. It's very dark. Rock gnomes don't usually need too much light. They are adjusted. You see a pathway to your left. Seems like a little pathway here and straight ahead. What do you want to do?
What do we know about gnomes as a group? I mean, what would Gilfin know about gnomes? I don't think he would have had. He may have had some dealings with them, possibly.
See what you would roll. Would that be history?
History
maybe?
or intelligence?
I
Normally,
think maybe your history, because you'd have to look back in your history to see what you would know, or what maybe mentors have taught you.
Zenora may have read something about them, but she's never met them.
Yeah. So anyone that wants to make a history check, tell me what you get.
22.
That's really
Why is
good.
my thing not rolling? Oh, there we go. Wrong one. Oh, now it's catching up. Fucking now. Take the first
D&D
roll.
Beyond.
Yeah, it's had a slight meltdown. I rolled like 40 rolls.
With a 22 for Zenora, while you're doing yours, you know that rock gnome recluses keep to themselves. They're a bit eccentric, so they are very excellent at creating things, but they seem to outsiders as a bit crazy on the eccentric side. Very smart. Don't really usually come out too much. When they do, it is for a definite purpose, either to test things or to adventure, because that's part of what they need to do.
Gilfin rolled an 11, so he probably doesn't know a whole lot.
11, you know the recluse part, the kind of a little off part. Not too sure about the adventuring part, so that's what you're...
It was more after whether he'd know whether they were hostile.
Yeah.
Or not.
They keep to themselves, and it kind of depends on the clan of the gnomes and where they're at. They do deal and trade, so usually they aren't very hostile unless they have good reason. So you should be pretty good.
So in that case, then Gilfin would call out.
Yeah, Zenora would have kept called out as well.
All right, so you
Hello,
both
anybody at home?
You both call out, and it echoes down the halls of the cave, I imagine. with that, you hear these noises to your left. And it sounds kind of like distant cutlery a bit. Not so much. Yeah.
Yes. You hear that? And I look back towards Radalak and Emma.
Just a slow nod.
All right, Emma, can you see in here? It's pretty dark.
I can see an entrance, which is what she's looking into. He's looking into. That's gonna get really old really quickly.
You also have torches, and you should have, if you have your adventurer's gears, torches in your, which allow you to see 20.
Okay, in that case, Zenora
does not have a torch. What's in the box?
Yeah, check your equipment, see if you got one.
So Zenora would produce flame in her hand, so Emma can see.
Oh, that's handy.
All right. As you produce a flame, Zenora, I need you to roll a d20, please.
5.
As you roll, as you produce your flame, your skin turns bright blue. Not the blue from before. It's just like, I know it's not D&D, Smurf blue.
Is that supposed to happen?
What the fuck is this?
Your hand is blue.
Was that you doing that before? It was weird. I've never been blue before.
I was just going to ask the same thing. Were you responsible for us turning blue earlier?
Zenora's looking at her.
And yeah, I would pretty much be ignoring him and going.
Yeah. So as you do that, your flame, though, however, seems to be working just fine, just as intended. Lighten up the pathway before you. Do you guys want to go towards the sounds that you heard?
What? Guys, should we investigate this? Sounds like someone might be eating.
Sure, whatever.
I'm pretty hungry, so why not?
Okay. And I'll just keep looking at this and follow.
I love it.
Emma says, "You're hungry." Holds up a handful of grass. would you like some grass?
Oh no, I'm okay. I can wait for real food.
I'll let you know if I still blue.
I need to check that. As you guys are doing that, I'm going to assume you walk into here as I check how long you are going to stay blue. You see a dining room. The sounds don't seem to be coming here. They seem to be coming from further in. It's up to you guys if you want to investigate this further. There's a cutlery cabinet and pretty well maintained, not dusty. Seems like that's lived in. Nice little dining room tables, chairs.
Well, it looks like the gnomes definitely live here, so let's see if we can go find them, eh?
Yeah.
Lead the way.
All right. So,
Okay.
is Gilfin going to lead the way because Nora is very still interested in what's going on?
Let me know if your hand changes color again. It's a bit weird.
Yeah, we'll do.
So if you're following the sounds, you're going to keep going straight toward a doorway. Do you? Yeah. Oh, sorry about that. It's up to you guys if you want to. You want to knock? You want to check? Do you want to just go in?
Do we knock on this one too?
Sure, why not? Just remember, not as hard as you did earlier. Just a wee bit softer.
Alright, so I'll go and knock on the door, trying my hardest.
Try to be gentle.
Sound like a policeman knocking on the door.
I would still make a strength check because even though you're trying real hard, you can make it. You can just make a strength check. Yeah, I'd say advantage would be more strength, so I'm not going to say advantage.
Oh no!
Oh, shit.
What did you do?
22.
This is gold. This is awesome.
So, thinking about it too much, and then he just
Panics and just...
Yeah.
So...
Oh, shite!
You hear Gilfin go, oh, shite. And Radalac does the same kind of door knock. Unfortunately, gnomes are not made for dwarven architecture. This door comes crashing through with a large boom. And you see all these gnomes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them that were cooking just stop and turn to you and don't say anything. They're just very, very silent.
Excuse me. I'm very sorry. My friend didn't know what he was doing. We were only meant to knock. And hello, we're here to trade, to find. What were we here for again? I forget. Oh, that's right. To find stuff to kill a dragon, apparently.
Turn around as there turns to you and says, "You here to trade? You have door? We need door now."
I can help you repair a door. I'm very handy.
Oh, that would be good. That would be a good start. Hello.
Hi. These are my friends.
Hey.
Door knocker, blue-handed lady, and grass eater over here.
Oh, Up and Down, they have weirder names than us. And Up and Down nods. You notice that Joy Bell, they introduced themselves, Joy Bell. She was stoking a fire on the stove. Dimple was using a contraption, like a press, to squeeze the purple mushrooms into a keg that looked like a barrel. And Up and Down was forming the loaves from the green mushrooms into bread, like he was sculpting.
Sonora's still looking at her hand, goes into her pouch. I went, very sorry, but would you like this?
Oh, yes. We were going to go out and get some more. Thank you. And sidles up and takes the little green one.
She take it as an apology.
Yeah.
I'll be looking at the door to see what it needs to be repaired.
It is,
I'll ask, do you know why my hand is blue?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. You magic? You?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That happens here. Wild. It's wild. Yeah. You do magic. Stuff happens. Be glad you're just blue. Yeah. You're very lucky. You're very, very lucky. Door, not so much lucky. Door need hinges. You go to Phoebus, Dib, and Dabbledob. They have hinges in the laboratory. That way. And he points.
Of course. Well, I'm quite proficient with the tools and the things, and so I can help fix.
Oh, good. Yeah, we need that. We don't have hinges here. Down that way, but yeah, we're having a bit of a problem with our kings. Someone's murdering all of us in caves, so you gotta be careful going down that hallway. Okay.
You say someone murdering you. Hey, do you need some help?
Oh, yeah, probably. Some Factore, Yomi Factore, she witnessed missing gnomes, but I don't believe her. She thinks people are getting eaten. But we're staying here.
Terrible.
Yeah. The kings have hauled themselves up in their room. They not come out. So if you want something, you need to go down that way.
Okay, so first thing Gilfin's going to do is try and find this Fibblesib and Dabbledob.
wherever that is.
So they give you directions, which, being rock gnomes, very confusing for you. But basically, if you follow the path through, you are going to eventually lead straight to Fibblestib and Doubledub. You find it very odd. I don't need you to roll insight to find it very odd that they just casually mention murder. Doesn't seem to bother them. Yeah, it's kind of weird, but rock gnomes. So you're gonna
strange we folk.
Yeah. So this way would have led to, they've told you, it's going to lead to just a pantry like contraption with some barrels. And it looks like they kind of resemble crabs. They've got pinchers. They look like vehicles that a small or medium person get in. Radak, you realize you cannot fit in these at all. That they use to kind of carry the barrels with.
Sonora wouldn't fit either.
No.
But I would fit in one of those things.
You would fit.
I wonder if it would work like a horse. Wilfin's going to get in one and see how it works.
All right.
See how it works.
So you go and get in these barrels. I don't have a picture of them, but they are pretty like a little, what's the word? Awkward. But you actually, being a dwarf, appreciate the craftsmanship. You work the handles and the pinchers go, and it kind of scuttles forward and backward on you. And you're really liking this. You get about 15 feet per lever.
Hey, this is fun. Wish you could try it. It's all a bit
Advantages to
big.
being wee.
He's what now?
I won't go too. I'll probably go 15 feet forward, take it back, and then park it up because it feels kind of awkward to him anyway. But it's kind of fun.
Yeah.
It's about 10 minutes. Has a bit of fun.
Sonora will turn around and say to Radalak, "We." When he says "we," he means small.
All right.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
So it's like this. We're tall.
Right.
He's short.
I'm not short.
Doesn't like it when you say that.
You hear she as he's playing with the pinchers.
I'm trying to put context. Jeez.
Okay, but I'm not short, alright?
What?
I'm vertically challenged.
Ah, yes.
You got no clue what that means, do you?
No.
Right.
Sorry about that.
And I look to Emma. What about you?
Yep, he's short.
I heard that.
Even though
I
you...
said you're short.
Wilfin's gonna get out of his little contraption, walk right up to Emma, grab his staff, and just thwack him across the knee.
Emma's gonna fall to the floor and go, my knee.
Not with a knee turned to do any serious injury, but just enough to let him know that don't call him short.
So no damage, but does
No damage.
sting a bit, like don't do that kind of feeling like.
And what Emma would feel is not a wooden staff, but it is made of steel, so it probably does hurt.
Yeah, a bit of a
more
sting.
than
Yeah,
staff.
yeah.
I'm not sure Emma would know the difference.
It would sound very different, but it would hurt definitely. You know, if someone gives you a dead leg, it's sort of right on the side of the kneecap.
I was trying to explain, because we're so tall, that
And I'm
compared
not
to
so tall.
us, yes,
Exactly.
you have limited stature.
Hey, exactly.
Okay, I'll explain that to him later.
Okay.
All right. We should probably carry on. That thing's a powder of fun. I like it. I'll see if I can get me one of those.
There are two of them there, just for your reference. You know that looking out, you can see the daylight from where you came. So it's pretty easy to follow the directions. And as you get to here, you start to hear a screaming like, "Get away from me!" directed toward you. And you start seeing this dwarf, gnome, her eyes wild with paranoia and fear, and she is running toward this crossbolt contraption. It looks like 3 crossbolts in a wheel that can rotate, and she is terrified of you. And you are standing right there.
Arms up.
We're not going to hurt you. I promise. Don't shoot.
Radalac's gonna back up so that they can't see him because he's worried that he's the one that's terrified.
He's worried it's him.
Emer's not in the room yet. He's limping towards the group.
So I imagine Eva's probably like around this corner, like he hears it, but he's not there yet. And as she sees you raise her hands up, she's gonna yell, "Did you do it? Did you kill Oren and Warren?
Huh?
You shape changers?
What?
Shape changers. They ate my friends. I saw it. There was just teeth and eyes, and they killed them. No one believes me."
Would Sonora have any clue what she's talking about?
Teeth and eyes.
I would roll
Gilfin looks at
insight.
Sonora and says, "Did you
Roll
eat her
insight.
friends?"
Nora.
18. Insight is 18.
Teeth and eyes, and you hear the word shape changer, and you know from your mentor there are a lot of different shape changers. The druids can change shape if they are experienced enough. There's different creatures that can change shape. There's changelings. So something must have put this idea in her head.
Yeah, Gilfin looks up at Sonora, seeing her lion form, her teeth and her eyes, and says, "Did you eat her friends?"
Human spores get stuck in teeth.
No, not human.
Yes, yeah.
I hope not. She gonna shoot us otherwise.
Did you eat them?
Do I look like I can eat a gnome?
Radalac just sort of leans back and he goes, "I didn't eat anyone either." Just goes back.
Victoria is starting to crawl into her contraption.
I'm like, I don't know.
We've only just got here. We're here to trade, and we're actually looking for what was it? A Fibblestib and Dabbledub, I think.
Gabbledub.
Dabbledub? You look for Dabbledub?
Yes.
So you know Fibblestib and Dabbledub?
Well, we're here to fix the door and to talk to the kings.
All right, which of you wants to roll persuasion? And if you're both persuading, that person can roll at advantage.
I'll give you advantage.
Give it Gilfin advantage.
My persuasion is shit.
Well,
-1, so don't.
You guys are good luck.
Why is my shit not rolling?
Oh my.
Natural 20.
Oh, good. You see when you mention Fibblestib and Dabbledub that her eyes, her contraption lean, she kind of puts it down. Her eyes kind of close a little bit from their wide-eyed stare, and she's like, "Okay, you can't be shape changer if you know their names. So I'll take you to them to make sure that you're not lying to me. You lie to me, I kill you." So
Had
Fair
worse
enough.
offers.
Fair enough.
So she's going to lead you to where you got to go. Lucky you guys. With a nat 20 persuasion. I'm going to get out of this so I can see where the heck I am. She leads you through. You go past these 2 guards at this entrance ledge. They're asking in Gnomish. I don't know if any of you probably don't speak Gnomish, I don't think. And you're going to go over the rope bridge. They say something to each other in Gnomish. And you come to this room with the spinning blades constantly spinning. Factore, you're so lucky you rolled a nat 20. Is going to use her mage hand to hit this lever. This would have gone a lot longer for you guys. And stops the blades, leading you to a inventor's room. The tables are strewn with tinker's tools and inventions, and you see a male with really poofed up green hair. It's very odd, small. He's working on some kind of gun contraption, and a female with pink hair, and she is kind of like sewing a shirt, and they seem to be arguing with one another. And Doubledob says, "Feeble, Sanity Ray, dumb. What are you, like 85? I did Sanity Ray in primary school. This shirt is way to go. Straight jacket. That'll help the kings because they'll straighten their mind when their arms are folded."
If they needed a hug, they'll just hug themselves. Won't need a jacket for it. Sanity Ray. It's insanity. It's Sanity Ray.
Sanity Ray.
They're already insane. They need to be sane.
You know, Sanity Ray get reversed. It's Insanity Ray. Dangerous. Straight jacket.
You Insanity Ray.
Oh, straight jacket get reversed. Is shirt. Very safe. See? Good. Stupid no.
Long sleeve shirt that you're tying together.
And they keep going
Invention.
on and on like this. They don't even notice you're there. So you guys all come into the room.
Is Factore still with us?
Victoria is still with you. And
I lean down to her and say, "Are they okay?"
They married. You know how, yeah. Yeah.
Yes, I understand. I was married once too. I get it.
And she kind of like, and they both look at all of you. The tall, the short, all of you in your plethora of different, and doesn't seem to bother them. She's like, oh, and she points at Rattleline. "I seen one of you before. You Minotaur, and you leotard. I have leotards. I did not know they made of you. And you dwarf, and you people." And
Oh my God, woman. It's Minotaur.
Oh.
Minotaur.
oh, so
Leonin.
Never met you before. No, don't worry about her. She's insane.
Okay.
Yeah, kind of so. But, yeah, she's okay. Why are you here?
So, we have been sent here by what was her name? I forget. Joy something or other.
Oh, Sue says hi. Sue says hi.
Oh yes, Sue from Fendelin says hi for one.
so good.
We need a hinge for a door that my friend here broke. I can fix it, but he knocked on door a little hard.
Hinge. We have a lot of hinges.
Just two.
Hinge.
It was only my second time.
Front door hinge. You know the front door. The front door where we came in.
What color door?
What color was the door?
Green.
It was the green door at the front of the place. At the kitchen door.
Kitchen door. Kitchen door. Yes.
Yeah, we need 2 hinge for the kitchen door so I can repair it for the small lady gnome that was there.
Oh, I thought you were here to help King.
And them as well. We do that after. We fix the door first.
You see Feeblestep go over to a green box, and start rummaging through for hinges. just throwing all these other objects over his shoulder, going junk, junk, junk.
Gilfin is quietly fascinated by this room too. Like his dwarven blood is, even though he's not been with his clan for quite some time, he is still a builder, a smith, a jeweler. So there's things in here that absolutely fascinate him.
Sonora's just bewildered.
Yeah, there's a lot going on here. There is like bubbling potions in the works. There's a typical crazy laboratory atmosphere of like piles of stuff. Most of it looks like junk, but probably to them, they know where everything's at. And Dumbledore keeps kind of stitching and kind of holding the shirt up to Fibble to see if it fits, and kind of looks a little bit worried, like she's deep in thought. She wants to help her kings, as she had mentioned.
Why are you sewing the restraints?
Why are we strange?
Yeah.
I think you're strange.
But that's a given. But why are you making restraints?
Oh, restraints. Oh, yeah. Well, our king, Carbaz and Nerkly, they are both our kings. They went a little, Carbaz went crazy. And that's saying something coming from us. So, he witnessed the, something eat the cook who was delivering the meals to the throne. So he rushed into the room, bedroom, locked himself and Nerkly in, glued Nerkly to a chair, won't let any of us in. He says it's safe there.
I believe we got this fellow here. He could get in the door. There's not many doors that could stand up against this large fellow.
Oh.
Can he break stone?
Yeah, stone door.
It is possible.
Stone door.
I'm a stonemason by trade, so I may even be able to help.
He's got a wacky stick.
We shoot with sanity ray. Everything be good.
Sanity ray.
Do you not have to get through door first before you can shoot them with the insanity ray?
Feeble, you can't shoot. So
I'm gonna show you how to shoot.
Oh yeah, a letter came in for you, Feeble. I forgot to give it. Some girl from your family in town. She was crying. It's tear stained. She had to leave. Here you go. Sorry, forgot.
Okay. Take the letter. Give Leonard some cream, say, for your hand. Give 2 hinges to the dwarf and go, fix. Keeps on walking. Yeah, time for
I'll take the hinges and put them in my satchel.
I'll do the whole hand
cream thing. And it starts to fade, almost like you're just wiping off the blue, and it forms all across you, and your blue is gone. So
I'll follow them for saving me. I'll follow the gnome.
Double dub. Says, I have a apprentice son. He's apprentice. Feeble just took off, so apprentice can help you. We were going to send him on adventures to test inventions, but I can go get him. He'll help you to the kings. And she presses this crystal, which is kind of like the equivalent of a phone, and rings it. And in through the door, Sebastian, would you describe what they see when you walk in?
Let's see a red-headed gnome walk in wearing like a blue jacket and a blue hat. He's got a wrench shield. As he's walking out, you see out of the shield a dagger fall out. Sitting there going, damn again. Try again. Hits the dagger back. Hits the dagger back. Hits it a couple of times. Hits it a couple of times with the wrench, and that's pretty much it.
Siddiq's audio's
Yeah, you're
Siddiq's
probably
audio's
hearing my
echoing
mic
as well.
auto. He's the man behind the curtain. It might be that.
We weren't getting it through your mic. We weren't getting it through your mic, so it might be the source as well. Just double check. Gilfin looks at them and relatively impressed even though the dagger of this shield, the fact that it was even in there in the first place. And looks at the tabletop and says, "So, this your son, he's going to help us find the kings."
Oh yeah, Sebastian knows way around. He's pretty good.
Sebastian, I'm Wilfin Donhammer, and these are my friends. Radalak, the great door knocker, and and Zenora, the now not blue hand, and the human. Ima, that's right. I'm sorry, I forget your name. I'm sorry.
Ima holds up a handful of grass and says, "Grass."
Man, I'm cool. Need grass.
It is. I have grass.
Pleasure to meet you.
Yeah, same. So you're here to help the kings?
Oh, we're here to help anyone, really. But we were sent here from some human. Was he human? No, he wasn't human, was he?
We don't know.
We didn't really get a look at him, did we?
Kind of low to the ground.
Yeah, some dude in Fandolin sent us here to procure things that would kill a dragon. And then a large friend here destroyed the front door. So, not on purpose, but we got the hinges, we're going to fix it, and then we go have a talk to the kings and see if we can find a way to come to some mutual arrangement to help us get some information or tools or anything that would kill a dragon.
Yeah. We've probably got something that could help you kill a dragon.
Baby dragon.
Ah, yes, a baby dragon. Apparently.
Oh,
I've never seen it, but apparently there's one floating around here somewhere.
No, they don't float, man. They fly.
Apparently, it's very polite.
Yeah, apparently, yes. Very strange.
So why are you going to kill it if it's polite?
Well, we haven't really decided whether we're going to kill it or not. We don't really feel comfortable killing a baby dragon, to be honest with you. But we are getting paid to come here and get the stuff for this person. So we'll make some gold and then decide later whether this dragon is a menace or not.
Well, that decision's up to the kings if they help anyway. So
of course.
See the kings.
We should fix your front door first, I guess. We said we would.
No, that's cool. Someone else will do that later.
I did say that I would fix it. I mean, to be fair.
It's fair enough.
I like to keep my word.
And with that, Sebastian, are you going to lead them straight to the kings?
Yeah, I'll take them to where the thrones are. Not the personal residence, though.
All right. So as he leads you into the throne room, this was the scene of the crime, and as Sebastian explains. He explained that there was a rug in the throne room. The cook came along, and teeth and eyes and gnashing later, dead. 2 people were dead. The kings immediately rushed back through to their room. And people have been disappearing one by one. Some of the gnomes don't seem to mind or notice. They're very caught up in their business. Some don't believe it. And Feeble Sim and Dabbledob are definitely focused on trying to save these two kings. But
excuse me, did the rug attack the king? Or the cook?
No, the rug attacked the order that was bringing the king's food.
rug attack the order.
So you say the carpet grew teeth and eyes and ate
Yeah,
the
apparently.
cook.
Yeah.
Would Sonora know what that is?
Yeah, would
Because we
Gilfin
had
Gilfin at the monastery would have read anything about something
History.
such things?
Roll for
Right,
history.
the
Yeah.
It's just fucking weird.
Emo would say, what's a rug?
16.
Roll history. 16 for you. Ema, if you want to roll history and know what a rug is, roll for history.
I got 12.
12. You know about the shape changers from before. It's still kind of fuzzy as to if you know any rugs. Did I just hear one? Did you know?
I got net one on the rug.
You have no idea what a rug is at all. You think it's the name of one of the gnomes because they have some weird names. You're thinking Rug must have eaten, and you need to find out who Rug is. And you, Vilfin, you would know that there are shape changers that do turn into objects called mimics. This is 16, I'd say you know.
You say a rug, I mean a carpet. I've heard of these creatures. They're called a mimic. They can shapeshift into objects, things like doors and chests and such. And if you, but unusual to find one in a populated area such as this. They normally hang out in more desolate places.
Yeah. I made a roll, and Factore, out of curiosity, is still with you guys, following behind. And Factore speaks up and says, I'm in charge all the work orders through here. I know the dining room had 2 cutlery cabinets. There's not 2 cutlery cabinets because I did not order 2 cutlery cabinets made. So, I think it was in the dining room. But must have left. Because not there anymore, only 1. So you know that you probably need to look and see what's missing. Also, the kings, Sebastian, you didn't show them what the kings are. The rug is not there anymore.
These things have a habit of changing their shape, so they could be anything in this place right now. Could be a table, a chair, a carpet, a door.
There's a lot of things in this place, man. Anything.
I know. It's going to be nigh impossible to find something like that unless you accidentally stand on it or hit it and it tries to eat your face.
Sonora starts tapping on everything to see.
I do not recommend that, lass.
I know furniture. I have work orders. Nothing goes by me. I know.
So
everything goes by you, man. Everything.
You can see that. Well, if you have work orders, do you know if you have anything extra in each of these rooms?
Oh, not the rooms we've went through so far. Everything good. So everywhere you've been so far, it's been okay.
Shall we go to the kitchen and the dining room then? I have to fix the door anyway. So if we go there, you can have a look and see if there's anything extra or missing.
Okay. Sebastian, you go?
I could eat.
I think Emer has plenty of grass, if you'd like some grass.
No. I prefer mushrooms.
I get them to
You
cook.
look like you like mushrooms too, lad.
Sebastian just grins and nods. Kind of sleepy-eyed.
Emma holds up a handful of grass and says, maybe it turned into grass. And quickly eats the grass and says, a revenge!
Oh, wow. Tracks, dude.
Someone clip that, please.
Oh, shit.
Oh, my God, no.
I think you got everyone with that one.
Oh, Jesus. So.
Lead the way, young. What was your name? Factore.
Factory. Yeah. You can call me Factory, or you can call me Factory. It doesn't matter. So, she mentions that the treasure room has been locked, and it is not able to be accessed at all. But she is showing you around. She mentions that the bedrooms to the kings have been locked, and nothing is going in that way. And she leads you to the barracks where there are about 16 sleeping gnomes, and she tiptoes through, poking each one. Nothing. Everything looks fine. You head back toward. I'm kind of breezing through. What?
You're not showing us where we are.
You head back toward, and she mentions, I think the only room that you have not been in, guard towers, is this one, where they store their mushroom casks. And she looks in and says, oh good, all 11 barrels accounted for. So, everything look fine.
I see 12.
What? I need one of you to roll a d12 for me.
D12, I can do that.
Wait, I'll roll the d12. Wait, I'll do it.
Probably
I'll
easier.
do it. All right.
I got a 6, so.
She said, no, it should be 11. And
As we're walking through here, I count 12.
she backs up and disappears. Leaving
so
you.
I'm assuming that that means that this beastie isn't here.
Sonata pulls out the scimitar and holds the quarterstaff in her hand. And she's not going to use magic. You guys go down, I can't do it.
Well, you can.
Gilfin also pulls out his staff, but separates it. You can see him, he turns it and it clicks and it separates into 2 equal lengths. She has in both hands.
All right.
Emma's
Starting.
going to draw forth an arrow, in which he's already holding his bow in one hand.
All
But
right.
he's not going to knock it or anything. He's just going to be holding it.
I'm assuming you guys are all lined up kind of here in a curvy formation. So who would be on this side, you think? I'll get a little kind of a vantage point of where everyone is.
I'd say Gilfin probably up on the left side there.
And then next would be... Shout it out if you want it.
Radlac will be behind.
Radlac and Gilfin. Emma, are you going to be kind of close to the door in the back? You've been kind of...
Yes.
Range.
No, that's my spot. That's my spot.
Sebastian, I'll put you there. And that leaves Zenora. You want to be on this end?
Yeah.
Okay.
On the right, yeah.
So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's what we'll do.
So who wants to go tap on a barrel and see where this beastie is?
You only dug one. Tapping.
So, okay, you guys are going, Zenora is going to go first towards barrel 1.
The one at the top, yeah.
The one over here, at the top over here, closest to you. Nothing happens. You guys going to keep going? We'll go one by one, or you want to... How do you want to do this?
I'll do those 2.
You're going to do those 2. I'm assuming Gilfin's going to probably go ahead and hit these 2, yeah?
Nope, he's not hitting a single barrel. He's not going to destroy. Destroy any alcohol whatsoever.
That would be
he's leaving it up to
sacrilegious.
Zenora. He'll be following closely behind, just in case. It would be
All right,
sacrilegious for him to destroy something with alcohol.
It's against my monk code. So you guys are following Zenora. She's the brave one going, and she's going to hit. And as you get around to this room, which do you hit first, Zenora?
I'll start from front and move around the room.
As you hit this one, it kind of, instead of tapping, sinks in to the barrel. And I'm going to need you guys to roll for initiative, finally.
Oh, crap.
20.
Oh, okay, hang on. Let me get my thingy thing. You'd think I would have prepared that. So many tabs up. All right.
Now you know my pain.
Yeah, no, I feel it. I'm feeling it. Okay. Zenora gets a 20. Sebastian, what do you get? Ema, what do you get?
18.
18. Vilfin.
19.
15.
15. 19. And Radalak.
4.
Aww.
No.
Zenora is gonna go first.
Well, I'm gonna slash with my scimitar.
All right. Make your roll.
That's a 22 to hit.
Oh, that hits, yeah.
That's a 2.
2 is better than none at all. All right.
And I'm gonna circle around to make sure that other people can get a hit in.
Yeah.
If they want to.
Good point. Yeah. So you're gonna kind of go to where the barrels are, make some room. All right, Sebastian, you are next.
Alright, so I'm gonna move in. Standing a distance away, I'm gonna throw a light hammer at the item.
Okay. This item has now, this barrel now has teeth and a long purple tongue.
Awesome. Into hit.
10 misses.
Look at the thing and go, oh yeah. Long hammer.
What the?
Wow.
It's first instant.
Awesome.
Ema, you are next, and then Vilfin. Ema, what would you like to do?
So am I in the hallway, am I?
You are, you've followed behind, so you are at range, but you definitely see this thing. You're probably kind of standing a little adjacent to the corner here.
Okay, so she's gonna. He is going to knock the arrow that he had
Yes.
and basically fire it straight at the
Right.
tongue of the barrel.
Roll to hit.
10.
Oh, 10 misses. It hits the barrel next to this mimic. Yeah. Is that, oh yeah, you have a bonus action though.
Oh, but what now?
You have a bonus action. You could probably use your weapon if you wanted, or you can.
I didn't know I had a bonus action.
Yeah. Everyone got the bonus action.
Oh, my bonus action is 2 weapon fighting.
Yeah.
And Sebastian gets a chance at advantage.
So 2 weapon fighting is it?
You can, you got long swords, yeah?
Yeah.
You can get up there and slash at it if you want.
Sure, why not?
Alrighty. Roll to hit.
18.
Oh, that definitely hits.
And 8 damage.
8 damage.
Nice.
Not bad. And Sebastian, you get advantage, yeah? Vilfin, you are next up.
So Gilfin will try and move into a relatively advantageous position next to Sonora, and he will strike out with his split quarterstaff, which is now in a fighting stick format. So with his action, he's going to strike with his main hand.
All right.
With a 16 to hit.
Definitely hits.
Which will do 8 damage.
8. Nice.
And as his bonus action, he will attack with his offhand, which is a 10 to hit, which I think
that
will
one miss. So he takes the swing on that one, misses as it kind of dodges a little out of the way. And
aiming for the sort of the face and eyes, just trying to keep it distracted too.
Yeah. All right. After that, it's the Mimic's turn, and then Radalak, who is standing there waiting. The Mimic is going to reach out for the closest person, which is pretty much all of you. I'm assuming he's going to go for probably Zenora. And he's going to try and bite her. Which my D&D Beyond's not working. It's a 19.
Yeah, that hit.
Yeah, that's gonna hit. 1d8. I'm not used to normal dice anymore. I'm spoiled. And that is a 3 for damage for you. And as it's trying to catch you with its tongue, Radalak, you see this and you are up next.
So Radalak's gonna get up close to it. He's like, "Oh yeah, it's got teeth now. You see that?" And he's gonna use his great axe and just come down on the top of it.
Yeah, Gilfin's gonna crawl out of his way, dive under his legs so you can give him room to attack.
Come on.
Roll to hit.
Natural 20.
Ooh!
25.
Go! Nat 20.
So you get max damage plus whatever you roll.
Alright. I'm probably gonna stuff this up.
Yeah, you got it. 20 damage.
Holy shit.
Jesus. Good job. Radalak just comes in and slams his axe down, and this barrel staggers, knocking almost half. He's looking really hurt. Splinters are going everywhere. He's not feeling so good. And do you have a bonus action that you want to do?
Nah, I'm gonna keep my chill for now.
Okay. Zenora, you're next, and then Sebastian.
I'm gonna go with my scimitar again just to hit it.
Alrighty.
Still too scared to use magic.
You can. You're just gonna have a side effect.
So that's 16 to hit.
16 hits.
That's 5.
5's good. I slam down and get it again, knocking off even more. It's pretty shaky now. The barrel next to it has been splintered by Ema. Sebastian, do you have a bonus action you want to do?
Gilfin would be crying by now if he saw a barrel being hit by something else. He'd be like, no, not those. What are you doing?
Zenora, you have a bonus action you want to use, or you're good?
No, I'm good.
Okay. Sebastian.
Pull out my light crossbow. Shot.
Okay.
10 to hit. Probably miss.
It does miss.
Damn it. Oh, good.
Second miss. And Sebastian's just like,
Too many mushrooms, boy.
He's not feeling it today. You have a bonus action, or are you staying?
No, I'm just gonna stay where I am. It's like, man, that makes it look so easy.
Ema, it is your turn, and then Gilfin.
He was going to have another swing with the sword.
All right.
It's 16.
16 hits.
There's another 8 damage.
All right. Nice.
And so I can attack twice, right?
You have a bonus action. So if it says BA... Oh, wait, did you have 2 attacks? I don't have your thing up.
If you're using your short swords, you can use both.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
Because you have 2 weapon fighting. Yeah.
Okay, I'll use the second one then.
Yeah, you just don't get your damage modifier on your offhand hit.
Yeah. So she's click.
Swear, I don't know what that means. That was 14 to hit.
14 hits. Yep.
So what that means is your whatever you have a plus. So where your damage says 1d6 or 1d8 plus whatever, you just don't add that plus.
Yeah.
Okay.
On your offhand. So yeah,
So
it's
3.
So it'll be 3.
3?
Yeah.
All right. He takes a swing at it. It is...
Save the booze!
More splinters are coming, jagging into the barrels behind it now. And it is Vilfin's turn.
Right. Gilfin is... how hurt is it looking?
It is looking very hurt. Very hurt.
So with that, Gilfin is going to... just jump in for another double attack. Main hand first. 17 to hit.
17 hits.
With 5 bludgeoning damage.
4 is what you needed. So you want to explain how you hit this
it's a
thing.
jumping attack. He sort of slid out under Radalac's feet to give him a chance to get in their attack. Sort of scoots around, runs forward. Both sticks up in the air, and it comes down with his left-hand stick right down on top of the barrel. Just did that jumping attack right in the center between his eyes.
And as you see this, all of you, the mimic lets out a cry, much like a dog in pain, and is gone. No more. Its tongue drooping out across the floor.
As Gilfin lands, he spins on his heels and turns towards the barrel, the wine barrel that has been broken by Ema, and just starts weeping softly.
Sonata puts her hand on his shoulder and just pats it. It's going to be okay.
But the wine.
It's not wine, man. It's oil.
Oil.
Fractori comes in. Sees
he gives
it's
it a
dead.
sniff and a lick, and he perks up a little bit, realizing it's not wine.
Factory is like, no, that's wine, Sebastian. Yeah.
You sure?
Totally destroyed.
Really?
Yeah.
No.
He was just trying to pull his arrow out of the keg.
Can I try to recover my bolt that I lost? And I'm going to recover my hammer.
Roll your d4s to see how many arrows, bolts, and other stuff if you have expendables. And your number is how many you get back.
Cool, I get 1 back.
Cool, I get 2 back. I only 5 1.
It doesn't work that way, Drax.
Gilfin will reattach his staff and put it back on his back.
Factory takes a knife and cuts the tongue off of this mimic and sloppily hands it on the closest person, which is Radalac, and slaps that big tongue on your arms. Here, you take 2 kings. Proof.
Thank you.
And she said
Did you all see that? That was crazy.
I saw your attack, lad. That was some power you got there. Well done.
Well, you finished off. That was mighty fine.
It was a lot of fun. Lot of fun. I like smacking things with my sticks. It's great fun.
When you say sticks, you mean the things you are holding, right?
Yes.
Right.
Well, they're not exactly stick.
It's made of metal. Crafted it myself.
Ah.
But see, and he pulls it off his back and he actually holds it out and shows it to you. If you're willing to take it, he'll hand it to you. It's light, like a quarterstaff, but has a little bit more of a heft than a regular quarterstaff. Same diameter, same length, but you'll see if you look closely, it's definitely got a joiner down the center of it. And if you twist it and pull it apart, it'll unlock and separate into two pieces. And they're very, very well balanced.
Sonora takes it, spins it like she would her normal quarterstaff, does the twist, and rolls it like she would with the scimitar, and then puts it back, hands it very gently to you. I like that.
Thank you. It served me well.
Emma's gonna pipe up and say, "Sweet, now let's go find that rug."
That rug fella.
That, I believe, was the rug? Or the carpet?
Oh, so that's what a rug looks like.
No, that's what a mimic looks like when it is shapeshift into a barrel. They can be a rug, they can be a door, pretty much anything they want to be, really. Except a person.
So you haven't seen a rug before either?
We must find him a rug, just to show him what it looks like.
I think we need to get a picture book for him. Perhaps one with pictures.
We have a rug somewhere.
Well, apparently it got up and walked away and ate another gnome.
Oh yeah.
Perhaps we should take.
So factory, yes. Maybe we should take this here trophy to your kings and let them know that it's safe.
Maybe we should open the barrel up and see if there's a gnome inside.
Oh, quite right.
Pointing at the moment.
I don't carry any bladed weapons on me, unfortunately. So if anyone else would like to cut it open,
I pull
my
out
guest.
a scimitar and just cut it open.
You see this squishiness as it dissipates into its original form, which is kind of like an ooze, kind of like honey mustard almost, kind of splooshing across the floor.
Sonora's not feeling so good. She's looking at Radalak and Emo and going, "Got any grass?"
Gilfin gets in there with his hands, starts looking for any remnants of gnomes. He's not squeamish.
Emma holds up a handful of grass and gets grass. You want grass?
Thank you. Sonora chews on it and tries to find places to spit it out.
Do I find any remains of gnomes?
No, you do not. I don't need you to roll for that.
Digested.
No,
So Gilfin stands up and just starts shaking the shit off his hands. Like, well, no gnome bodies in there. Really sticky and smelly though. He just wipes it on his robes.
Sonora's doing like the whole cat fur paws thing. Out the room.
So Sebastian, lead the way just to go see your kings and see if we can entice them out of their hiding place with a present.
So, Sebastian, I'm assuming you lead the way very casually and calmly through, waving at your mom as she goes by. She gives around like a thumbs up when she sees the giant tongue and knock on the door. Knowing it's you, Sebastian, King Nerkly sees you and greets you. You see King Corbaz. Oh, King Corbaz is the one that greets you. King Nerkly is glued his butt down in the seat to a chair, and King Corbaz is holding the solvent. And as he sees the tongue, he looks at you and goes, "Shapeshifter?"
Apparently it's a mimic.
Hey, you gotta kill the shapeshifter.
Yeah, it shifts shapes. It can be like a rogue, and like we killed it as a barrel.
Oh. Is that the only one?
I don't know. How many borders did you lose?
Oh, about 5. I trust you, Sebastian. You seem like good people. And he takes a solvent off of Nerkly's butt, and he can finally stretch. He goes, I reward you. Come. And he takes you down to the treasury, seeming very pleased with himself. All traces of insanity vanish. Amongst the treasure, you can type in amongst yourselves some silly, kind of odd objects. You get a Clockwork Amulet, and I won't go over these with you all after the stream. A Pole of Collapsing, and 200 gold to split amongst all of you. There were some wizard spells, but we don't have any wizards in the party. And a hat of wizardry, as well as a wand of pyrotechnics.
I'm gonna take the hat.
I want the wand.
Wand of pyrotechnics goes to Zanara. You'll see it. We'll give descriptions after. And the gold, it's up to you guys how you want to split that, probably evenly amongst yourselves. And with that, Sebastian, do you talk to Dabbledop on your way?
Actually, I'm going to talk to the kings and explain that they actually came here to get help to kill a dragon.
40 gold apiece, guys.
A dragon? We don't have no dragon in woods. You stay in cave. Cave safe. But,
Your Highness, and Gilfin bows, like, as low as he can get without hurting himself. We have been sent here by Harbin Wester of Fandolin to procure aid in the destruction of this said beastie. If at all possible. If there's anything that we can do to help, obviously we have killed this creature here that was eating your gnomes. But if there's anything else that we could do to help procure said items, we'd be happy to do so.
Harbin wants hat. Harbin wants hat for a long time. You give him hat, he'll be happy. Other than that...
the hat of wizardry, you say?
Yeah.
No, that's mine, man.
That's what he wants. But you come back later, I might make you something. Maybe cold resistant. Maybe it takes some time, though.
This would be good idea. Sebastian, would you be willing to give up said hat?
It looks good, man.
It does look good.
He's already got it on him.
It does look mighty fine, but it would give you a hat here, I'm sure. Make your hair look a bit funny.
Yeah, hat hair is cool.
Harbin Wester dumb. He'll take anything of this stuff. He'll take all this stuff. He'll be fine.
We could probably give him, I mean... Does he know what the Clockwork Amulet does?
Oh, no. He rich man. He'll take everything. He'll fine.
We'll give him something from here. Hopefully he'll be okay with it. But if he asks specifically for the hat, Sebastian, we may have to give it up.
Oh, yeah, okay. But,
you can wait it for now.
I don't see how the hat's going to help him kill a dragon.
Me either, but I mean, I dare say that we are going to be the ones killing a dragon, and he's going to be hiding in his house like a coward.
He couldn't even handle a flame ball. Just And I'm about to do the whole flame thing and then go, nope.
Oh, please do it.
You do look good in the hat, though. Yeah.
It does suit you, definitely.
I like it. Well, look, we can. All he wants is some help, and I can go talk to him about that. Just gotta go see my mum for a second. I'll walk off to see David.
Alright, as you walk to see Dabbledom, but she's there and she's testing out that straitjacket, trying to make her arms get out of it. She's stuck. Oh, Sebastian. What are you doing?
See, you got the jacket made, Mum.
It works. Missionary.
Oh, not so much.
I'd hug you, but I can't. So what you need?
I'm gonna go with the guys, if that's okay.
Oh, yeah, sure. You test stuff. Phoebe will be proud of you. He's not here, but yeah.
That's okay. I'll just take a bag of his junk and see if it works.
Be careful. Some of that is very explosive. Do not test it on the cow, fellow. You know how Phoebe likes to test on cows. I don't think Radolak would be good. Yeah.
Okay, no worries. I can do that. Alright, see, Mum. You want some help getting out of the jacket?
Oh, yeah, that'll be good.
I'll give her a hand to get her out of the jacket. And then tell her that the kings are actually okay now and they don't need it.
Well, shit. Alright. Well, good luck, son. Maybe I sell it. Straitjacket gonna be big thing. And she waves goodbye and gives you some sandwiches on your way. Wrapped up. And some grass for the Ema. So. And as you guys go.
We're going to fix the door?
Do you guys go and fix the door on your way out?
That'd be something that Gilfin would insist that we do before we leave.
Yeah.
Because he gave his word that he would fix the door.
And you hear lots of yays from the kitchen staff as you fix the door.
He's proficient in smith masons and jeweler's tools, so
Yes.
I would imagine with all those skills he would be able to fix it all.
I'm sure. I probably don't need to roll. All right, I'll make you check for it. Yeah, it's proficient.
So it'll be dexterity plus proficiency.
Do you have Radolak help you hold it on while you?
Yeah, he'd hold the door up. So 17.
17 is pretty good. All right, so you guys fix the door.
19 with the proficiency on top.
This looks good as new. Up and down and turn around, and Dimple give you some fermented mushroom wine, some green mushroom bread, and some red mushroom oil for your lamps. So you guys can write that in your notes. You each get one serving of each. And so you'll have oil for torches or lamps, some bread, and some wine.
Wilfin will give his, except for the wine, he'll keep the wine, but the bread and oil he'll give to Radolak.
All right.
He doesn't have a lot of room in his bag.
Radolak's gonna ask if Sebastian needs that hug that his mum couldn't give him. He's like, "Did you
Friend?
hug?
No, man, I'm cool.
Okay."
For Radolak.
I think Wilfin might even give him a hug out of sympathy. Just, even though he's way shorter, he'd probably run up and sort of wrap his arms around his waist. Just sort of side hug him.
Just sort of sink into the fur.
Yeah. It's like, oh, you're nice and soft.
Fluffy.
Thank you.
A little smelly, but soft.
When Ema is given the grass, he's gonna be holding the gold that he got in his one hand, and get the grass, and be obviously much more impressed with the grass, and just callously chuck the gold into his bag without even putting it in there, and sticks the grass in his pocket.
Oh gosh. All right. I don't know what to say that. All right. Anything else you guys want to do as you guys are waiting, doubled up, and the kitchen staff are waving you? But actually, it's dark, isn't it?
I'd say.
Oh, no, it's day because you left in the morning. So you guys can get back to Phandalin by nightfall, and before we wrapped up, we can have you guys in Phandalin picking out your next mission if you guys want to do that.
We'll probably go back to Harbour's place.
Yeah, you want to go to Harbin Wester's first thing?
Yeah.
And the minute I leave that cave, I go.
How far out from the cave are you?
Oh, I am over the bridge.
At the bridge?
Yeah.
Over it.
It should be. I'd imagine you'd probably wait an hour or so before trying it.
I so want you to
I
do
would
it all again.
do it
So
straight after the bridge.
I want you to roll again.
So, straight 20?
Yes.
Oh, this is going to be funny.
6.
Roll again. You got a 6 last time. I want to see.
1.
Beautiful butterfly wings sprout from the back of Zenora, and she is lifted. She can now fly 30 feet for 1 hour.
Oh, look at that. It's a flying lion.
It's a lion fly.
And you don't see that every day.
I don't think you see that every day, normally.
And yeah, I would just fly through now.
Just fluttering her wings, flying through. Not knowing really how to get down.
Pretty much.
Eva's gonna look at her grass and say, maybe this isn't grass. Eating something funny here.
It's not the right grass. And Sebastian's like, pass that over.
Yeah, I would imagine that we would, once we got back to Phandalin, we would hit Harbin's house first before we do anything else.
Knock on Harbin's door. Know that if you're a dragon, I am far too bony.
We'll let Radalak knock on his door again.
Will Radalak knock on his door again?
Are you sure?
Yeah, go on. Do you know you want?
All right then.
Strength check.
Please be huge.
20.
20.
Yes.
This door is bowing. Now there's a huge dent as you knock on where the last crack was. It caves a little, like it's just bent like this. And he stops in mid-sentence like, oh shit, and quickly quits talking. Oh,
It's us again.
I know it's you again. I can tell.
What gave it away?
Oh, the welcome?
You actually going to open the door this time?
Nope. Not if that's how you guys greet. Did you go to the quest?
Would really like to see who I'm talking to.
If that's your knock, I'm really afraid to see who I'm talking to. So,
don't you think that if we knock it like that, then would be quite handy against the dragon?
Possibly. Did you get...
Right, please.
And if we knock like that, you gotta imagine we can automatically put the door down even if you didn't want us to, and we respected you.
Roll persuasion. Vilfin first because
Shit.
he said pretty please. So Vilfin, and then I'll see you. I'll have you both roll persuasion.
While this
Excuse me, 19.
is all going on, Sebastian's gonna walk up to the door and pat it, cast mending, and fix the damage that they've done.
But yeah, 19. It's a natural 20, but it's 19.
So I'm imagining that Harbin sees you guys and sees the door mended and thinks that all of you have done that. And he's like, oh, thank you so much. I'm going to give you an extra 10 gold for that. And he starts putting 1 gold at a time under the door. 1 gold.
He's the one open the door.
At a time. When he's finished, he's going to gradually open the door like a crack. Because he has, standards right now. He has to do it his way kind of thing. That's that kind of guy. So he opens, you see a little eyeball and a very withered kind of wrinkled face. Very small. And he's going to pass you 2 slips of paper. And I will bring...
So how much gold total?
You got 60, because you got 50 for the quest, and an extra 10 for your persuasion.
12 each.
12 each, yeah.
Yeah, an extra 10 for your persuasion. And, you guys can't see that. So you have 2 choices to choose from. You have a Dwarven Excavation. Dwarf prospectors found ancient dwarven ruins in the mountains southwest of here and have begun an archaeological dig for treasure and relics. They need to be warned that a white dragon has moved into the area. Take the warning to them and return to Harbin Wester to collect 50 gold. Or you have the Umbridge Hill quest with Adabra Gwyn, who you remember gave potions for expensive prices. A few miles south of Phandalin. With the dragon sightings come, and it's not safe for her to be alone. Urge her to return to Phandalin. So the Dwarven is worth more, but you have a choice on where you guys want to go. And he shuts the door quickly.
Did you not want to see what we got from Nomengard by any chance?
And he opens the door a little bit.
So I will give him the Clockwork Amulet, as it seems to be pointless and useless anyway.
Yeah.
I'll give him the reluctantly though, but to try and be nice and gain some sort of trust, and I'll give him my fermented wine, mushroom wine.
No. I'll give you mine when we leave.
You give him yours when you leave. And you're muted, but I heard that. You give me yours when you leave.
We heard you through.
It's okay. I still heard
But I didn't
you.
hear that. So you're going to give Wilfins yours when we leave?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. But just as a peace offering about the door and that as well. So sorry about the door, but here, take this.
And he
we did get this young fellow as well to aid us in our journeys, the young gnomish gentleman.
And my king said that they'll make something and bring it back later.
Okay, well, I guess it's not a total loss then. All right.
So, well, which of these 2 jobs shall we take on then?
Are you asking the party?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, the Umbridge one, if we bring her back, we can possibly get potions. So we can go into the next one and it would be easier.
Well,
I agree.
Well, her potions cost 25 gold apiece. I'm just letting you know ahead of time.
But if we're nice to her, she might give us a discount, you see.
That is true.
I'll try not to insult her.
We won't bash her door in accidentally.
Perhaps you should knock next time.
Perhaps.
So
We'll save Radalax knocking for those we wish to intimidate.
Probably a good idea.
All right then. So I guess we are heading to find this midwife.
Should we rest first?
I think so. It's getting late, and we should probably head back to the inn and get some rest and some food and some drink, as I just gave mine away. So I really do need to buy some more.
And as we're walking away, I just say, "Here, have mine."
Why, thank you. Very kind.
And as you guys head to the Stone Hill Inn for the night, that is where we are going to end our session. Well done, everyone.
Well done, guys.
Whoop, whoop.
I am in love with your characters. Oh my god.
the stoner. The stoner gnome. I love it.
Yep.
Oh man.
I went the complete opposite end to Fibble.
Hell yeah. Fibble's got a druggy kid. I love it.
I got no clue about Emma. I'm just confused by Emma right now.
Yeah.
Are you confused, Yanti?
Nope. I am full knowledge and I love it every minute. I'm like, yes.
Yeah, Emma is very unique, to say the least. Yeah, and Grim and Mean does it so well. Awesome. I love the characters
in general,
Yeah.
really.
Magic says, well done, team. So I did good.
First time I've seen a Leonin played, so it'll be interesting to see how that pans out.
Yeah.
First time I've seen a Leonin and a Minotaur actually being a character instead of the thing we kill.
I've seen a Minotaur character before, but never seen a Leonin played. So.
Yeah.
Well, I did read about Leonins when after everyone had put in the characters, they're going, what the hell is that?
I love it.
I went and looked into it, and they're going, oh, that's awesome.
Pretty cool race. It's a pretty cool race. Something very different.
Yeah. And Sonora is interesting.
I love her. I love the part. I'm going to give DM's inspiration to you when she started hacking and eating grass because she was sick. So you get some DM's inspiration for that. And, yeah. And Radalek. Oh my gosh, I love him so much.
Yeah, he's so cool. Gilfin would definitely just have a soft spot for Radalek 100%. He's such a cool character.
And I just, I can't wait to see what Ema does.
I had Dave Mortem in the chat calling for inspiration for Gilfin when he was crying over the ale. Spilt wine.
No.
Yeah, we'll have to keep track of those on your own.
Yes.
Yeah. If the chat gives you
I'm gonna
stuff.
Thank a whole bunch of follows. Lithia, Dwarvian, these sound like D&D names already. Sir Biscuit. Dwarfian rated with 10 viewers, thank you, and Sick and Private Clans from Air and everyone's channels. Dragon Shifter, thank you for the follows. That was great. And thank you guys for watching the chat. Didn't they do so good for their first D&D streaming? It was wonderful. And hopefully they weren't bored. So
That was great.
All right.
We'll go raid Arrow now.
Yes. Let us go raid someone. I'm going to get out of that
my
screen.
accent dropped a few times and I almost dropped into the Slavic run from Wednesday.
Yeah.
That accent was so good though.
Good.
So good.
I didn't
Just
have
every now
enough.
and again I just slipped and I could hear Strahd or Vasily coming through. I was like, shit.
Whoops.
I don't even know what the hell my accent was.
At the end of the day, you just keep trying, and if something eventually fits or feels comfortable, you just keep doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's literally what I went with, because I've been talking to Yanti and she's going, oh yeah, well, what are you going to make Sebastian? And it's like, I don't know idea.
He's like, I don't know. I'm like, oh no.
He's a 40-year-old, laid back individual.
40-year-old fucking stoner.
Living in his mom's cave. Living in the bottom of his mom's cave.
Living in the basement, man. It was good.
Can't wait. You guys are oh god, it's gonna be funny.
Gilfin is a monk, but you can't take the dwarf out of the mine.
Yeah.
He is always going to be that dwarf. Loves his ale, loves his wine, loves his drink, loves his food.
I feel like we should raid another D&D channel, but we can.
You pretty much raid whoever you want.
What do you guys think, guys?
Raid era.
Raid era?
Yeah,
Let's go harass era.
It's harass era.
Harass era.
Error.
Error.
Thanks, guys, for coming. Join us Sunday. We're gonna rare drop, so we're both gonna stream, Evil and I. So if we'll get the rare drop link going on Sunday, same time, for Sanctum, our homebrew, and we will see you guys on Sunday. Bye.
Yeah, DMing that as well, guys.
Yes.
Make sure you come check it out. Be a lot of fun. This is Yanti's Homebrew World.
All right. So